What is up, everybody? We are back once again with one more video today. This one is about the Fireteam Hydra, released in the Spartan edition of Halo Flashpoint. We'll be reviewing them and comparing them to their old permutations in just a normal Recon edition. So for you that don't know, the Hydra team is available in the Spartan edition box as like kind of alternate team. They also are available for pre-order in the Wave 2 release that should be coming out sometime early next year. But with nothing else to say, we'll get straight into the models. So we'll start with the Brawler. So basically they're the exact same as the normal teams. So the normal team in the Recon edition also has a Brawler, except that one has a Bulldog. This one has a Needler. So I think the only real question you got to ask yourself is the Needler better than the Bulldog? So the Needler has range 3, lethal 1, rapid fire, weight of fire 1, and no AP. The Bulldog has range 2, AP 2, knockback, and lethal 1. So what do we know about that? Well, I believe the Bulldog would probably be more lethal, mostly, just because of the AP. Now, if you're just going to try to pin someone with the guns, they're both shooting on 5, so not very good at shooting. Rapid fire does give you an extra dice, and weight of fire gives you a reroll. The only thing you really need to try to do with this weapon would mostly just be to pin someone, because, once again, it's not a very good weapon in the case of the Needler. Like, the AP is nothing, so you have to get a lot of successes to actually do damage with it. So I think the primary use for the Needler would be just to pin a model, and then you can just run in and melee them to death, because the knives on the Spartans are actually pretty deadly. Now, the Bulldog, if you do get through the shields, the AP and the lethal can actually be pretty devastating. But because you're only shooting with 3 dice, shooting on 5s, you're not actually that likely to get through the shields and beat the Spartan successes. And the knockback will pin, but it'll also knock the model 1 square away, which may or may not be good. Like, if there's a wall behind them, they're not going to go anywhere, but that might not be good for you if you want to charge them in a follow-up. But I think the Needler, like I said, would probably be better for pinning, where the Bulldog's probably better for killing. So I don't know which one would be better. Maybe the Needler in this case, just because of the versatility of the rerolls and the extra dice. Alright, next one. We are on the Deadeye. So next up, we gotta ask, what's better? The DMR or the Stalker Rifle? This one's a hard one. I honestly think the DMR is going to be better because of the inbuilt optics. Sniper scopes are good. I guess the Stalker Rifle has got 1 AP, but because of Sniper Scope, the Deadeye can't move and make use of the Sniper Scope in the Stalker Rifle, but the DMR, because optics always works, you'd always have access to optics, and it has got lethal 1, so if you are getting damage, you are doing a bit more damage, where the AP just gets through 1 AP. So once again, it's a pretty hard choice. They're actually both kind of even. But like I said, I think optics kind of wins out over Sniper Scope, because optics always activates, where Sniper Scope you have to use a long action to shoot. So I think in this case, the DMR Deadeye would be better. Next up, we have the Mark 7. So we have the Pulse Carbine versus the Assault Rifle. So Pulse Carbine has weight of fire 1, ESD 1, 1 AP. The Assault Rifle has no AP, rapid fire, and weight of fire 2. I think this one would kind of just come down to what your intention with the Assault Rifle is. I do think the weight of fire 2 is probably a bit better. This one's a hard choice. I think maybe the Pulse Carbine would be better, just because it does seem a bit more lethal, because you're getting through the shield with ESD, you're getting through an armor with AP. You only got 1 reroll, but hopefully, just with the ESD and the armor, you'd be able to get through. So, you know what? Yeah, I think I'll give it the Pulse Carbine this time. So Team Hydra's winning out on that one. And then we finally got the Zvezda. So this one, I believe, is a definitive Hydra team win. We've got a Commando Rifle, range 6, optics rapid fire, versus a Cinder Shot, range 4, ESD, grenade, implosion, lethal. So why the Cinder Shot do I think is better? Well, Implosion 5 is 5 explosions hitting on a 4+. And then it's got lethal 1, grenade 1, ESD 1. So you're getting through a shield, you're, doing an explosion, you're doing lethal. Like, Implosion, unfortunately, doesn't pin. In rules-wise, it just doesn't pin the model. But I do think because you can kind of shoot indirectly with it, in the sense that you don't actually have to see a model to shoot the square, because it's a grenade. So yeah, I do think the Cinder Shot win out. But then the Commando Rifle has got optics. And optics cannot be overstated how good that is because of the exploding 7s and 8s. But I do think, given the choice, I'd probably take the Cinder Shot more often. And that's the Hydra Fire Team. Like I said, all the base stats the same, so there's not actually that much to talk about compared to the old ones. I do think the Cinder Shot's a nice inclusion. All the other weapons shown in this new team, well, I guess. So I do like the Cinder Shot. I think the Cinder Shot's probably the best weapon in Fireteam Hydra. I don't think the other ones are that noteworthy. Like the Stalker Rifle's kind of average. The Pulse Carbine, I talked about a bit in the Elite or Sangheli Mercenary video. I kind of think that's kind of average as well. So all in all, I think Hydra's a nice inclusion. It gives you a bit more versatility. You know, the models are kind of cool. I do think it's up to you what you want to take. I'd definitely take the Cinder Shot over the Commando, but some of the other ones, I might take the old team more often than not. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. I don't really think I got anything else to say about this one, so thanks for watching. Be sure to do that whole YouTube thing. Like, favorite, subscribe, comment, and I'll catch you next time. Goodbye.